Right, boys, 10 games into the Premier League season, overrated 11s. Let's offend some people. Lewis, hit me with your keeper.
My keeper, first of all, I just want to state,
Yeah.
this doesn't mean we think they're bad. You know,
Yes.
They could be a 10 out of 10 rated by everyone, and I think they're a 9.5, you know. So these could be world-class players still.
And it doesn't mean we have zero ball knowledge, just means
Yeah.
we disagree with you.
Now, this one actually hurt me to put in, I'm not going to lie.
Did it?
Because I like this keeper a lot.
Uh-oh.
But I've gone Aaron Ramsdale. I do think he is overrated. I feel like he'd make a couple worldy saves for Arsenal, and then the hype builds. He gives stick to the other fans, and that can also build it up. But I feel like he does make a lot of mistakes, which
So
people
as an-
Do you think
overlook.
he still is overrated?
Maybe it might have dropped off now since he lost
yeah.
his position, but probably
He
still yeah.
was
by some
100%.
people. I think so. Yeah.
I feel like it got to a point where people just troll him now. Like
Yeah.
every week.
Yeah, but that's
I
more
see-
just 'cause
Is
he
that
lost his
because
place.
us as Arsenal fans overrated him?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he's still
that's what I'm
overrated.
clinging
But like,
on to.
I get
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I
I
get that
feel
because
that.
I see every week like
Yeah.
Southampton will concede a goal. And I didn't see it, but I just see on Twitter.
Yeah, but that's not.
This was
he's getting peppered. mate.
Everyone's like
that
Arteta
goal.
managed to come second with this keeper and stuff. Like, but
Brutal.
That's, that's very.
he's getting
reactionary,
peppered
but
though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
Kim, what we saying?
I've gone again. This is a perfect example of he might be a 10 out of 10 in your eyes, but
I know you're gonna say.
9.5. Who?
Man City.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah.
Edison. He's obviously top. He's
Yeah.
obviously world class. I think he gets put in a bracket though of like probably Alisson's bracket.
Yeah.
I think he's just a
He's
little.
not.
He's a little off
Yeah.
that.
Again, it's like little things like the 90-yard assists and the way he plays
They're a
out so
joke.
calmly.
Yeah, they're so good.
It
but then,
overlooks the.
so he
the
does
poor,
make. He does have
yeah.
errors. A lot more errors than
No, that's fair.
an Alisson. So
I've gone Nick Pope.
Yeah, I mean, I don't rate him.
Yeah. I think a lot of people. No, that's fair.
Like in comparison to.
But
yeah.
there's shouts. He's going to be the next England keeper.
Yeah, I
I
know,
really hope that is not true.
Yeah.
Because
I don't see that as an upgrade from Pickford. Really.
No, it's a
Like,
downgrade.
not at all.
like it's similar.
I mean, a lot of Newcastle fans did rate him. I think they're slowly starting to turn
Really?
on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay, Nick Pope.
I'll give him that.
Back four.
Have you both done back fours?
I've gone back four.
I've done back three.
Back four.
Hit me with your back four.
So right back, I've gone Trent because again
We could have put a lot of money on that, by the way.
yeah.
But again, I think he's a generational talent, and I've said many times on this show.
Yeah.
But his worldy passes that come off 20% of the time, maybe even less, just overshadow the fact he loses the ball so much carelessly. Defensively, he's not great. So
I can see that.
So I still think he's one of the best right backs in the world, but he's not.
not the best.
Did we have him?
He's
in
not
our
the best.
underrated.
Yeah, me and you did, yeah.
Yeah, which is absolutely crazy. No
That's
way.
the beauty of
How
the
could he be
game.
underrated? How can he be underrated?
You're not rating him high, though.
Oi, he's got you there.
Yeah, overrated. Hey.
He got us there. Yeah, fair, carry on.
I've gone centre backs. I've gone Martinez for United.
Yep.
Because a lot of people, especially when he joined, like they're like, "Oh, how's he so good when he's this small?" And like he's aggressive. He's changing the way Arsenal, United centre backs are playing. He just 2 foots everyone every week.
Correct.
And don't get sent off. So
Yeah.
not for me. Romero, I've gone because I don't know if he's just on a bad spell at the moment, but because he did have a good spell, but he's too reckless for me from a centre back. I like a centre back with a bit of finesse and reading the game. He's not that.
Yep, fair.
But he has the passion. So,
That's more important.
yeah, and then left back, I didn't really know who to put. I was going to go Cucurella, but I do think I watched him against City at the start of the season. I actually think he's quite good.
I think English fans will just hate him
Yeah.
now.
I know, I just hate him, but he's actually quite good. So I've gone Luca Dean, the left back for Villa.
Oh.
They got him off Everton. I thought he was unreal at Everton. I think he's dropped off slightly, and I'd actually start Ian Mason ahead of him.
I thought he's having a great season.
That's good for me then. I think he's overrated by people.
Yeah, fair enough. You got me there.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump off the back of that because I've gone 3 centre-backs. Romero,
Yeah.
do not put him in the same conversation as Saliba and Van Dijk.
Yeah, that's
Silly.
ridiculous.
And I've also got Lissandro Martinez, the butcher, more like Pat Butcher. The geezer is an idiot. 5'2". Just because he 2 foots people doesn't mean he's a good defender.
Yeah.
I actually think he's a liability. And then I've also got De Ligt, another
Yeah.
Manchester United centre-back. When he came from Bayern, it was like, oh, we've got a Bayern centre-back. He's not better than Maguire.
Yeah. He was good in Italy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But he's one of them where I didn't watch him much in Italy. I heard he was very good, and then I've never actually seen him have a really good spell. Like
No.
I watched him more at Bayern. And
He's
he
one of
didn't
them.
play a mate. Like, has he ever been that good?
Yeah, I'd start Maguire over him if I'm
Yeah,
honest.
he's like a very good FIFA centre back.
Yeah, he is
highly
tall,
rated,
strong.
yeah.
Yeah.
Free at the back, nice.
I've gone Dalot.
Oh, United fans are going to kill you.
Dalot, man.
I've just got 2 United centre backs going to kill you.
I actually like Dalot, man.
Well, we said that doesn't mean I don't like him.
No, yeah, okay.
But it's
But
the
I
same
do
thing.
think-
Like,
I do
Porro,
think-
Ben White,
yeah.
Dalot. No,
Yeah, I think he gets. Like, I've obviously watched him. I think he's good.
He's
I like him. But I think it happens with a lot of United fans. When someone's good, they make him seem like he's unreal. I don't think he's unreal. I think he's
good.
He's a decent
Yeah.
right back.
agree.
Gone same centre backs, Romero and Martinez.
Wow. Yeah.
Similar reasons. They get bigged up by their clubs, and I don't think a rash, reckless centre half is ever the way to be.
He's
a
just a
centre
knob.
half because you're always 1/2 second from being sent off or
Too important.
or
Yeah, it's
making
too-
a big you can't be like that as a centre half. And then this one's going to be controversial. I've gone Robertson left back.
Yeah.
And that's just
fall off
currently
is happening,
exactly.
innit?
I think he's
Yeah.
fallen off, but like when you've been so good for so long, people almost put you on a caliber, and like once you're falling off, it kind of goes under the radar, and I think that's what's happened.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
feel
oh, it's
that.
a
I think he's
dip.
fallen
Yeah.
off, but like the name Robertson is kind of like top left back, one
Yeah,
of the best.
Champions
but
League, Premier
yes,
League, yeah.
yes,
The only reason I didn't put that is I was speaking to my Liverpool mate the other day, and he said he's not that great anymore.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
he's-
The
he's-
transition's happening now.
He'll be a good
Yeah.
leader. He'll be a good sub, but they need a new one. So yeah, I can back that.
Okay,
Back four. I'm not going first with the midfield.
Midfield.
Someone else go first.
I'll go first. My midfield 4.
Midfield 4. Okay, yeah.
This is mental, but even I'm looking at it now, thinking this is a great midfield. I have got Szoboszlai. Doesn't do anything. Tell me what he does.
He's in my underrated team. I'm
Tell
pretty
me what he
sure.
does.
I think he actually does everything. I feel like he's got every asset of his game. He started well and then he's had a dip.
I think he's just average. He's not a bad player. He's just average.
I think he'll come very, very good.
I think you think that because he's handsome. In my
No,
midfield.
I'll tell you what it was. The first ever game he played for Liverpool. The first ever game. I
Yeah.
remember I watched the whole game and he was very good.
Yeah.
I've not watched much of Liverpool since.
Yeah, I genuinely, I don't. If you look at that midfield, everyone has their job. I'm not sure what he does.
Yeah.
Next, I've got James Maddison. We all knew that was coming.
yeah,
Let me just state this, right? Great player. I truly believe he's a great player. He's probably a great guy as well. So, James, no disrespect. It's just slightly too inconsistent to be classed as one of the best midfielders in the world. It's not there.
I get it. You could, judging on performances, that's valid. But again, from what I see of him, I still think his talent, I suppose, is really, really well class.
I think the talent is 100% there. He just doesn't do it every single
that's
week.
fair.
I have got Bruno Fernandes. He's not on it anymore. And that might be a dip. I think United fans would still say he's one of the best attacking midfielders there are. He was. He's not anymore. I mean, what 10 games in, he's not scored a goal?
Yeah, I think it's a product of
weekend.
he's being a product of his a product of his environment though.
yeah. I think
like-
it's more
that's
that.
fair.
I
And it's
actually
why I still back Rashford.
Yeah.
I still think it's that.
like I think Bruno Fernandes is one of the best 10s in the world.
Yeah.
But then there's also a part of me that thinks the little hissy fits, like the little
That's annoying.
you can't have that. You need to get rid of
Especially
that
as a
seriously.
captain.
I can't understand why our number 10 is going in studs to someone's knee.
Yeah.
I don't get it. And
Yeah.
I think, again,
He lets himself down with stuff that's easily avoidable.
that's why I've got him in. My last midfielder. It's going to get clipped. Philip Foden.
Oh, I cannot back that
Philip
at all.
Foden.
Overrated, sorry.
Overrated.
That is insane.
Phil Foden
That is insane.
is class. Phil Foden is class. Phil Foden for England is terrible. Phil Foden out of one system is not good enough. This season, injured, he's not done anything. Can't play on the left. Why not? If
you
he's
know
one of the
what?
best, why not? I don't think he is as... And the whole, he's 10 times better than Saka because he's won trophies. That is why he's overrated. Because he's not 10 times better than Saka. Saka does it for club and country. He's done it in a terrible club. Foden's only ever had the luxury of the best players ever around him.
I think Phil Foden is the best talent to ever come out of England.
Jesus.
I genuinely think that.
He doesn't do it for
Better than
England.
Wayne Rooney.
Talent.
He doesn't do it
I'm
for
not saying...
the
I know, but
country he's from.
Wayne Rooney had everything as well.
I think he's on par.
Okay.
I think that's.
But I think if you chuck Saka in, obviously it's different roles. You chuck Saka in City and Foden in Arsenal. I know Foden would play probably more central and Saka would play out wide.
Yeah.
I think there'd be a big drop in terms of how productive Saka is and how productive Phil Foden is. It's just he's in that City team that it's easy to get swallowed up by.
But Saka's done it now for 4 or 5 years in a team that was a bad team. Foden's done it on and off for the best team in the world with some of the best players around him.
On and on, yeah. That's just the nature of Man City, though. Bro scored 2 goals in the FA Cup final to win him.
Yeah. The talent statement, other than maybe Wayne Rooney, and I agree with.
And Gaza, I haven't watched. So,
he's a joke of a footballer. However, I think particularly in England, we're very quick to like boost players, and Foden has had that.
No,
like,
he's that special though.
Like
he's that
Foden
special.
does something.
No.
Look, Saka scores the goal he scores at the weekend, and it's Arsenal fans bigging him up, and obviously,
Of course.
if Foden does that, all the pundits start talking about how like he's basically the best player in the world, or one of the best player in England.
Because of how clean he is. With
he
it,
is
though.
very
Like,
good, but like.
What he does
it
is harder. I think what he
I-
does is harder than Saka.
I wouldn't put him in the overrated, but I see
What?
what you're saying, because there's
Got the best
things
players in the world.
I don't know. It's tough. Like
Did you hear what Pep said
about what?
when Phil Foden had like his first or second year with Pep?
Or other than Messi or something like.
He said he's the best. Yeah, no, I think he might have said something like that. But he also said he's the best player he's seen receive the ball in the half turn in the 10 and turn, and in them 10 pockets he's ever seen.
That's fantastic.
Bro's coached Messi for 5 years.
That's fantastic. You've said he's the best talent to come out of England, yet
On
he's
par with Rooney.
never, ever done it for England.
Yeah, I mean talent.
That's a harsh thing to judge him on, though.
Yeah.
I don't think it is, because that's saying he
who's
cannot
done
give
it-
it up.
who's done it for
Rooney
England?
hasn't done it for England. Rooney
No
was
one's
dead
done it
for England.
No one's done it for England.
Rooney was quite good for England.
No,
Since
well,
66, no one's done it for
in
England.
knockout competitions. Rooney
did
scored like
nothing in
one
any
goal.
knockouts,
But
yeah.
also at the time, Rooney wasn't one of the best players, said to be one of the best players in the world.
Yeah.
No, that's because he was hated. Otherwise, everyone knows.
Yeah,
that,
but I'm
like,
talking out of who's done more than what Phil Foden's done for England? Probably
Saka.
What's he done?
But like,
What's he done?
other than
Scores
people that have scored more
ridiculously. Second top
goals, no
scorer
one's
in
done
England.
anything
It's just-
for England.
yeah.
Like no one's like. So that's a hard argument.
I think it's not.
Okay.
Nah,
So,
fair
have
enough.
We
There you go.
Okay, come on, Ken. You give
Mine
your-
was tough.
Was that
I've
midfield
got-
4 you done? Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
I put Szoboszlai in.
Mm-hmm.
Again, top player, but I think he gets put on a pedestal slightly.
You know, I joke about he's handsome. There is definitely an aesthetic bias. You
Well,
know
this
what
is
we say about like.
You know when I said about bald players last week, you lot gone to
100%.
me. This is what I'm saying. Like, if he was bald now, he wouldn't be
Really?
rated.
I genuinely don't think that's a thing. Like,
100%.
he's
I
so,
think the
like,
aesthetic bias is
he's got
huge.
no. Yeah, but he's got no like a standout attribute in terms of like long hair or something that sticks out on the camera. Do you know what I mean? He's just got short back and sides.
No, but he is a handsome
Good-looking
guy.
fella.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is that really playing to?
I think it does,
So if
because
he
you're
was-
saying he's great. He's not done anything.
That's just a difference in opinion. I'm not thinking he's great because he looks good.
I think he's handsome. I don't think he's very
Okay,
good.
you've always got Ken.
I've got Enzo. Chelsea.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my! I can't believe I forgot him.
Yeah.
Look,
He's terrible.
he's good. No, I wouldn't say he's terrible.
I
He's
would.
good. Because I watched him his first game and I thought, oh, they've signed a player here. But then it's just been underwhelming. And for the price tag,
Yeah.
you know, people talk about the World Cup winning, which is obviously you can't take that away from him. But does he play like a World Cup winning CM?
That's helped
Does
him
he play
massively,
like
man.
like the Spanish centre mids when they were off the back of, you know, the World Cup? Like that standard of midfield. Like you'd forget he'd won a World Cup.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't look at him and say that's a World Cup winning centre mid.
Agreed.
And the last one was tough, but I ended up going for Kovacic.
He loves him.
I know he does. Look,
loves him.
there was
What's going on?
no, but again, it doesn't mean I don't rate him.
Yeah, but
You're doing what our comments do.
Exactly.
I know.
He's reacting like I've just said I don't rate him.
I just don't. How? Yeah.
Okay, should I tell you who was the honourable mention?
Who?
Declan Rice.
That's better shout
Worth.
than Kovacic.
No, but do you see what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean obviously
but
Rice is great.
So do I. But I could half back the Rice one.
Do you know who I would take over Kovacic? Gundogan.
Nah.
Since he's come back, he's a different player.
Yeah, but that's just.
Yeah, but that's
different
kind of
form,
age,
like-
innit? And like, yeah, like at the time, nah. Like,
So are you? Yeah.
How
okay.
highly rated is Kovacic?
I don't think he's as highly rated as he should be.
Right, so yeah, he's overrated.
Anyway.
Yeah, but then Rice, obviously, I didn't put him in the end, but
Yeah.
I can half back it. I can half back it.
Like, he's good.
Because he gets spoken about as if he is like Gerrard.
Especially by the English press.
Yeah.
Yes, he's not Gerrard.
That's fair.
I joined you with Enzo because I think, as my midfield three, I think he's just living off the World Cup form.
I actually hope he plays.
Yeah.
When my team plays.
He's like a Martinez in midfield.
Yeah.
I'm then gonna join you with Bruno Fernandes, even though, like you said, I think he's one of the best. I think he's top, but he lets himself down. And with United fans, they think he's the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah,
in
when
that
he's
position,
chopping someone's thigh.
Yeah, he's not as consistent.
I do think he's close to being like.
He's unbelievable, but it's almost.
That's the one player that they put on a pedestal, and I can get on board.
Yeah,
with.
I can, but it's almost. I'm almost saying it because I feel like he's not reaching his ceiling.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's
But
slightly
then
different.
is that the environment? Again, is that
no? But it's from his little.
Man United
his
ones
little
are hard at the minute.
His little actions.
They're all terrible.
Yeah. You could put them all in.
Yeah.
And the other one I've gone for is McAllister.
Yeah, I agree.
Because McAllister, he's good, but he's not a Steven Gerrard. He's not your saving grace.
People had him as signing of the season last season.
Yeah, it's insane.
That's mad. He is good.
He scored a couple bangers, and he's probably top 5 most important players in that team.
He did score some bangers.
Yeah, but he's not like this world beater centre mid who can do everything. I don't think.
I agree.
So they're my 3.
Ken, do you want to hit us with your forwards?
Right. Garnacho.
Yep, I'm going to say I've got him as well.
I'm going to say I've got him as well.
Can we do 3 for 3?
Probably not.
No.
There's one.
I've not got a
there's one
striker.
you definitely haven't got in.
In my strike, you've definitely not got.
I've gone. Okay, so Garnacho. Look, I think he's a good talent, very good talent, but like he gets 90 every week for United, and like
They said he's
I
an
don't
next
even
big
think
youngster.
Of what merit?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't think he starts from any of the other big 6 clubs.
Yeah.
Let alone
The overhead
comes
kick
to night.
last season
That was a
crazy,
joke, obviously.
by the way.
And
A
that's
lot
what I'm
of
saying.
people
He's got
lives
talent,
off
but
that,
Yeah.
but
He makes
like,
poor decisions on the ball in
like
terms of when
think
and
of
where
what
to pass.
think of the stick we give Martinelli.
Bro, if we
Garnacho doesn't get any. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
agree.
like, do you see the levels below Martinelli he is in
Yeah.
terms of decision making
Yeah.
and stuff?
I've got
Scary. Doku, I put in.
Yep, I've got
him too.
Oh,
Hello.
I'm not going to say, but I've not.
Hello.
I've not got a striker as my 3rd player. I've just got 3 wingers.
Okay. Doku.
I think
agree.
Doku's electric and scary, but I think
We've
he
all got
gets,
the
he
three-
gets
same
matched
three,
up.
yeah?
Like
He
once,
does get
once,
matched up.
like I think you can.
He's a bit of a
people have
one-trick
found,
pony
yeah,
as well.
people have found a way to like.
Pace merchant, isn't he?
Yeah.
Again, unbelievable in FIFA. He
Yeah.
would be.
because he
would
just
be.
grabbed, run. Last one.
No one will have mine.
None of you have got him. I put Kai Havertz.
Yeah. Oh, no.
I put Kai Havertz. And
'Cause we
Kai
overrate
Havertz
him.
is such a weird one because he was definitely underrated at one point. And I think once he started doing well, we definitely, as Arsenal fans,
People are too reactionary.
we
on
just
this.
started talking about him like he's as good as every striker in the league.
I
and
agree.
I don't think he is.
I think that was because he started scoring goals for us, which is what you want. Technically, he's not that great.
What?
But technically,
Oh,
he's not.
He is.
I'm with Lewis
He is
here.
Technically, Nicholas Jackson's better.
No,
Technically.
I think
It depends what.
I think what tricks people's eyes
He's
into thinking he's not
6'4"
good
and lanky.
is because he's not agile.
Yes.
But
No, I'm saying that
couldn't-
doesn't make him not technical.
I think he's technically good. I
He's technically
genuinely think
sound.
that's not
I think
being even
I
like.
think he is
technically
great at being a target man and a poacher.
No, I think you've
He's
got it
not.
all wrong.
He's not going to be able to take it past people. He's not going to score money from outside
Yeah,
the
but
box. He's
take
not-
it past people. You need the like 3-4 yard of change direction, explode, change direction, explode. I don't think he's got that.
I really like him, by the way.
Yeah.
I just think
good.
he's a little bit of a one-trick pony, which is working for us. I
think when you look at some people, you can tell he's a good. Like he's a footballer. You know what I mean? He can play football.
You're going to hate
I
my
look
next
at
one. Then.
Havertz.
You're going to hate my next one.
What you say? He's a
think
footballer.
and think that. Yeah, he can play
yeah,
football.
he can play football.
Like
If he
some
wasn't,
people-
look, he's slotted into
like
midfield.
Doku, you wouldn't look and think he can play football. He's effective. He's very effective, but he's not like a really natural footballer, in my opinion, in terms of reading the game, ability on the ball, how comfortable he is. He's got very good assets. Whereas Havertz, I think, he's a top footballer all round.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the other thing with Havertz, I don't know what is his best position.
Yeah.
What is it?
No one knows.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, that's your 3?
That's my 3, yeah.
Nice.
The only so obviously I got Garnacho and Doku for the reasons we mentioned. My 3rd one is a right winger or right mid. It's John McGinn. Bro, all he does, right, is get the ball. His decision making's poor because he's got an asset that he uses all the time, which is his arse.
Yeah.
He gets the ball,
He
turns
backs
his
it
back,
up, doesn't he?
and just like shields the ball.
That is an ugly technique.
He literally could have got the ball and played it 10 yards pass forward, like broke a line, but he's just guaranteeing he will keep the ball by doing that and restarting.
In my opinion, there's no way he's nothing but a centre mid. Like in my opinion,
Yeah.
he's a centre mid.
I mean,
And because he's not a midfield, he's not a right winger. I know that he plays there.
He played. I watched Villa against Spurs on the weekend.
Yeah.
I was there, and he was playing right mid, although they play very narrow. But
Yeah.
I was just so shocked of every time he got the ball, he'd ignore this pass, wait 2 seconds for someone to come and then just spin and put. He'd done it about 4 times in a row. So
But yeah,
that's why overrated.
I've got Dominic Solanke.
I can half back it.
Okay.
I can half back it.
I'm in no way, shape, or form do I not think he's a good footballer.
we've said this about everyone. We've had to like justify.
Yeah,
We've had
we
to
really
say,
like
yeah.
it.
Hell was originally, yeah.
We want to, if they ever want to come on in the future,
Yeah. Yeah, underrated.
I don't think he's reached his potential.
No.
That's what it is.
Yes, but I think people talk like he has, which is why I've got him there.
Because they can see it there.
Quality for Bournemouth, 100%. Don't think he's been great for Spurs.
I think he's getting going though now.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
goal of the weekend.
I would disagree,
This
but I don't
class.
think it's a crazy
This
shout.
is the great thing about football. You can change your opinion. In 4 weeks, I might say he's
Yeah,
underrated.
yeah.
At
yeah.
the minute, for me, he's overrated.
Yeah.
But I actually think he's a good lad as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dominic.
Yeah. Take all these with a pinch of salt because we'll do this probably back end of the season and it will be different.
This will be our underrated team.
Yeah,
won't it?
yeah. Okay, well, that's it. We'll leave it there. Let us know who you think has the best team in the comments.